Chapter 11. The Diamond Connection. The FBI had very few clues to follow in its search for the mole, but one was tantalizing. We had heard from a defector that somebody was being paid in diamonds. John F. Lewis, who had headed the FBI's National Security Division, said. There was a diamond connection. The information was given the code name Carrot. The defector did not know who had received the gems or even where he worked. The source was often vague as to which agency the mole was in, Lewis said. Sometimes it was the Bureau, sometimes the CIA. But the tip turned out to be true. Hansen wrote to the KGB in 1985 that he did not need a lot of money. Perhaps some diamonds as security to my children. In September 1988, the KGB obliged. Along with a personal letter of thanks from Vladimir A. Kryuchkov, the KGB chairman, Hansen fished out a diamond worth $24,720 from under a bridge in Idlewood Park in Northern Virginia. A few months later, he had received a second diamond, valued at $17,748. For Hansen, diamonds had the virtue of being small and therefore easily concealed. The cash that kept rolling in from Moscow was getting to be bulky and more difficult to hide, especially in a house that he shared with a wife and 6 children. In the spring of 1989, Hansen turned over a computer disk and more than 500 pages of documents. In return, the KGB left him a package with $18,000 in cash and a third diamond, worth $11,700. By now he had received diamonds valued at a total of $54,168, and the KGB began to fret about whether Hansen was concealing the gems or flashing them around. The Russians asked what security precautions he was taking to avoid suspicions about the diamonds. Hansen told the KGB not to worry. If anyone asked, he would say the diamonds came from his grandmother. But Hansen himself had misgivings and decided the diamonds were risky, and that cash was more practical. In May 1989, he returned the first and third diamond, valued at a total of $36,420, and asked for cash instead, which he received the following Christmas Day. Although diamonds would be difficult to explain if discovered, the large quantities of cash flowing in were also a problem. To deposit the money in banks or invest in the market was risky, since it would leave a paper trail of unexplained and unreported income. So when he returned the 2 diamonds for cash, he included a floppy disk on which he suggested that the KGB might set up a bank account in Switzerland for him and transfer bonds into it. The traditional secrecy of Swiss banking laws, Hansen believed, would mask the source of the funds as well as the identity of the account holder. But the KGB turned down Hansen's idea of establishing a Swiss bank account. Hansen went ahead anyhow and opened 2 bank accounts in Switzerland on his own, one at Credit Suisse and the other at Bank Loy. Meanwhile, in its search for the mole who had been funneling vast numbers of secrets to Moscow, the FBI went to great lengths to follow up the intelligence it had received that the traitor had been paid in diamonds. We sent a whole squad to New York visiting Hasidic Jews in the Diamond District on West 47th Street, Mike Rochford said. We showed them pictures of our top 20 suspects. We asked them if they recognized anyone. 1 or 2 of the merchants said maybe they recognized a picture, but as it turned out, none were Hansen. Even though this was not productive, it had to be done. Rochford added ruefully, I got to know the diamond trade.